No matter what we do, think, or believe, we shall all turn back to dust one day. Maybe our inevitable invisibility on this earth can be our victory. And maybe, as Emerson said, if you are related, we shall meet. Just imagine if you were able to see what was written in your eulogy today. The good news is that if you're watching this, you're actually able to decide what is going to be written down in a eulogy. Most people know who Alfred Nobel was. He was born in Stockholm, Sweden. So tjena, hur är läget to my Swedish friends out there who are listening. And Alfred Nobel, he was known for many things and he invented many things. Among those things were dynamite. One day, Alfred Nobel had the chance to read his own eulogy. Only thing was he was still alive. His brother Ludwig had died of a heart attack in France, and something went wrong with the translation, and it read in the eulogy that the merchant of death is dead. So Alfred Nobel was known for inventing dynamite, and when he read that obituary, he realized, I do not want to be remembered as the merchant of death. So Alfred Nobel decided to change his life, and he donated his vast wealth to this Nobel Peace Prize Foundation, which we know it as today. The truth is, we all are able to decide what will be in our eulogy. You are the captain of your life. We can't control our circumstances and what happens to us in our life, but we can control how we decide to respond to those circumstances. We actually can control our thoughts and our action. I know it's not easy, but it is 100% within our control. Socrates said, the unexamined life is not worth living. Do you agree? To my understanding, we only have one life on this earth, but we all have free will to choose what we do with that life. If anybody's on there thinking that your eulogy is not that important, you're dead, and that the things that we do in this life is all relative and it's subjective to our own personal point of view, our point of reference, I will say this thing. Why is it that people get so upset when someone cuts them off in traffic? When they feel that something has been done wrong to them, it means that the other person broke a universal law, if you want. If there is a right and a wrong, that means that that's not subjective to that person. It is objective. And they're saying that the other person broke it and they broke that universal law. So it means that the person who claimed it was subjective is really saying it's not subjective, but it's objective. And it does matter the action of the person. I would argue that human behavior is not relative and is not subjective. It actually is objective in many ways. There is a right and wrong, and actions do matter. So with that, what do you want to be remembered for? To try and answer the question, what is the best way to write your eulogy? In one sense, it's pretty simple. You can write it right now through your actions, by how you live. So go and live the best life that you can possibly live. Think about it. Grow in the areas you want to grow in and contribute to not only yourself, but the people around you. And there's actually a eulogy exercise. The first time I heard about it was in this book right here called In Transition. So this book, for those who want to attempt this exercise, to write your own eulogy. Number one is to set aside some time where you can be uninterrupted and simply write your eulogy. Number two is to think about, what do you want to be remembered for? Like, write down your values, your priorities in life. Number three, this is only for you to see. You don't have to share it with your parents, siblings, spouse, children. It's simply for you. The other thing I would like to add is to unshackle all your limiting beliefs. Meaning, in your eulogy, write the best case scenario. Like, what if you can choose? If everything you wanted to happen could happen, if the stars align, like, what would you do with your life? Unshackle the limiting beliefs, and you say, I want to win an Oscar. I want to write a book. I want to start an orphanage. I want to eradicate hunger. Whatever you want to see in your eulogy, write that down. Number four, be as detailed as possible. When you write with details, it's much easier to actually feel the emotions, the positive emotion that comes along with writing it. And there's something that happens in the neuroconnectivity in our brains when you write stuff down and you actually emotionalize it. It adds in the reticular activating system, and the probability for you to actually achieve that very thing increases. Number 5, review frequently. Sometimes we may get off track of our deepest values, and reassess it. Examine yourself, examine your life, and see, am I on the track that I want to be remembered for? Am I aligned with my values? And if you see that you steered off course a little bit, well, then you can actually take some conscious effort to get back on track where you want to be. And hopefully, if people take a little bit of time to reflect on their lives, reflect on their eulogy, reflect on what they want to be remembered for, people are thinking more, people will grow more, and as they grow, they will contribute more, and it will be better for everybody around us. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe it. If you have any thoughts or comments, please put them in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Continue to think, continue to grow, and continue to contribute.